What's up, everyone? This is Amir with YogiAthlete, here to guide you through a yin yoga practice. This practice will be a full body practice, kind of getting you to start your day, opening up the body. If you have some blocks, you can place some blocks to the top of your mat. We'll start with sitting cross-legged. So if you're sitting cross-legged, you can grab your blocks and place them under your knees. If your hips are kind of tight, you can just place them under your knees. If you don't have any blocks, you can grab some pillows, place some pillows underneath you, and yeah. So from here, we'll sit up nice and tall. Have your shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Try not to hunch the spine, so lift the chest up, shoulders are back. Have your shoulders stacked right underneath the hips. From here, you can place your hands on top of your knees. And if you haven't already, take this time just to close your eyes. Start to tune into your breath. Taking a full inhale through the nose and slow exhale out the mouth. Another full inhale. Hold it at the top and exhale out the nose. Just bringing ourselves to our breath, bringing some awareness to our breath. Building this relationship with the breath as we're breathing in and breathing out. Notice if you're holding any tension in the face. Let the eyebrows relax. Maybe unclench your jawbones. Maybe even take the tongue off the roof of the mouth. Let your arms and shoulders be relaxed away from the ears. Taking these few moments just to breathe in and breathe out. When you're ready, you can slowly open the eyes. Sitting up nice and tall. Plant your hands down to the side of you. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale the arms down. Inhale, rise the arms up. Find length in the torso. Think of sending your navel in and up. Exhale the arms down. Nice. Planting your hands back down to your knees. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, turn the chin to the right shoulder. Shoulders are relaxed. Come back to center. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, turn the chin to the left shoulder. Come back to center. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, gently drop the head back, opening up the throat. Let the shoulders be relaxed. Maybe keep your lips sealed, unclenching the jaw. Slowly bring your chin parallel to the floor. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, bring the chin down to the chest, opening up the back of the neck. Notice if you're holding any tension in the back of the neck. So start to breathe into your shoulders. Breathe into the back of the neck, full inhale. Exhale. Full inhale. And exhale. Keeping your chin tucked down to your chest, gently drag your chin to the right shoulder. Gently drag the chin across the chest over to the left shoulder. Gently drag the chin across the chest over to the right shoulder. Gently drop the head back, opening up the throat. And slowly bringing your chin over to the left shoulder. Gently drag your chin across the chest over to the right and start to do these big rotations of your cervical spine on your own. The eyes are closed. It's okay. And staying fully aware of the breath. Full inhale through the nose. Exhaling out the nose. Take your time, go on the opposite way. Again, just waking up the body, bringing full rotation in our cervical spine, stimulating our brainstem. When you're ready, slowly bring your chin back down to your chest. Slowly bring your chin back up parallel to the mat. Sitting up nice and tall. Come back to your alignment. Interlace your fingers. Bring your palms to your chest. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, extend your arms out. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, extend the palms up, stretch up. Find length in the torso. Slowly bring your palms back to your chest. Take another full inhale. Exhale, extend the palms forward. Shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. Inhale, reach the arms high. Exhale, extend the palms up, stretch up. Slowly bring your palms back to your chest. Inhale. Exhale, extend the arms out. Stretching out the wrists, the fingers. You might feel this in the forearms. Keep the shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Inhale, extend the arms up. Exhale, reach up, stretch up. Slowly bring the palms back to the chest. Nice. Unlace the fingers, wiggle them out. Nice. Place your hands down to the side of you. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, grab opposite elbows and try to bring your biceps behind the ears. So open up those shoulders. Bring the chin away from the chest. Inhale, lift up. Exhale over to the right. Take another inhale. Exhale to the right. Inhale up to center. Exhale over to the left. Another inhale. Exhale to the left. Feel that length and stretch over to the right side of the body. Inhale back up to center. Stay here for the exhale. Inhale the arms straight up. And exhale, plant the hands down. Nice. Sitting up nice and tall. At this time, you can place the blocks from underneath your legs and bring them to the top of the mat. We'll use those later. And sitting up nice and tall. Bring the arms out to the side. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the left hand to the right knee. Right hand goes behind you. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, twist, look over the right shoulder. Take another inhale. Exhale, twist, look over the right shoulder. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, right hand goes to the left knee, left hand goes behind you. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, twist, look over the left shoulder. Take another inhale. Exhale, twist, look over the left shoulder, massaging our digestive system. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, plant the palms down. Once your palms come down, reach as far as you can to the top of your mat. Have your palms face up. And then from here, just drop the head and let the shoulders be relaxed. Notice if you're holding any tension in the shoulders and the arms, let the shoulders and arms be relaxed. We're breathing into the lower back, breathing into the hips. Take a full inhale. With every exhale, let your upper body just drape down to the floor. Using our breath to create the space. Take a full inhale, expand the sides of your rib cage. On your exhales, breathing down into the lower back. Here for 3 more breaths. When you get to your last exhale, plant your palms down. Slowly work yourself back up. Take your time. Nice. Sitting up nice and tall. I'll turn this way now. So we're sitting up nice and tall. Plant your hands right out in front of you. And then push yourself into a tabletop position. Make sure your knees are hip width distance apart. Have your wrists stacked right underneath the shoulders and spread your fingers really nice and wide down to the mat. Make sure you're not dumping into the shoulders. Really push the floor away from you. Press the tops of your shins down and the tops of the feet down. Going into our cat-cows to warm up the spine. From here, inhale, lift the chest up. Shoulders away from the ears, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round the spine. Gaze down at your belly button, lifting the mid-back up to the ceiling. Inhale, chest forward, shoulders back, tailbone lifts. Exhale, round the spine. Tuck the tailbone down, gazing at the belly button, sending your mid-back up to the ceiling. Inhale, chest forward, shoulders back, tailbone lifts. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Do 3 of these on your own, linking breath with movement. Nice. And then come back to a neutral tabletop position. From here, we're going to get into our, our wrist. So flip the palm, just your right palm, have your fingertips face your knee. Make sure you're not dumping into the shoulder. Again, really push the floor away from you. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, gently sink the hips down. Feel the stretch into the wrist, maybe your forearm. Take another inhale here. Exhale, maybe sink the hips down a little deeper. Again, focus on where you need to be. Nothing strenuous, nothing forceful on the body. You just want to find where it's comfortable for you. Here for 2 more breaths. Slowly bring your hips back to the neutral position. Bring the fingertips back to the top of the mat. This time, flip the palm up. So your palm is facing up, fingertips are facing the knee, and rotate that elbow to the top of the mat. Again, try not to bend the elbow or dump the weight into the hand, but really push the floor away. And you're using that left hand too to keep pushing that floor away from you. From here, take a deep inhale. Exhale, gently sink the hips down. You might feel that stretch into the wrist. Take another inhale. Exhale. 2 more breaths. And slowly bring your hips back to a neutral position. Flip the palm back down. Going into the other side. So shift the weight in the right hand, but again, really push the floor away from you. Your left palm turns to your left knee. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, gently sink the hips down. You might feel that stretch into the wrist. And notice the difference. Notice if this side feels more open or more tense. Just notice these differences into the body. And notice where you need to focus on the most. Take another inhale. Exhale, gently sink the hips back. 2 more breaths. When you get to your last exhale, slowly bring your hips back to a neutral position. Flip the palm back to the top of the mat. This time, flip the palm up. Fingertips are facing the knee. Again, rotate that left elbow to the top of the mat. Try to straighten out your arms as best as you can, but not so much where you hyperextend the elbow. From here, take an inhale. Exhale, gently sink the hips back. Feel the stretch in the wrist, the top of the wrist. Take another inhale here. Exhale, gently sink the hips back. Here for 2 more breaths. Make them count. Slowly bring your hips back to a neutral tabletop. Flip the palm back down. Bring your knees together, your heels together, and come sit back on your heels. And then just gently rotate out the wrists. So we did a lot of the opening of the wrist. Our wrist should feel nice and warm. So we carry the most bones in our hands. So it's really good to take care of their hands. We use them every day. That stretch is also really good to prevent any type of arthritis in the hands. And if you do have any type of arthritis into your hands, this is a really good practice to just bring some blood flow into the wrists and the hands. From here, start to shake the hands out really fast. And on a count of 3, we're going to slap our hands on our thighs. And in 1, 2, 3. Rub it out. From here, we're going to go into a toe squats. So we're going to place our hands right out in front of us. You're going to bring your toes down on the mat. And then slowly walk yourself back to your heels. Again, this is where you can bring or involve your blocks. So if you have some blocks, grab the blocks. Maybe bring them at a level 2 position right to the side of you. Or if this is really a lot on the toes and your ankles just in general, you can place one block underneath you. So you'll have more support, sitting up nice and tall. This really feels comfortable right now. But I can go without the block, so I'm going to take this block from underneath me. Or you can place the blocks at a level 3 position right here. But we don't want to dump into the shoulders. Shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. If you notice your pinky baby toes are kind of hanging up in the air, use your hands and place the pinky toes down on the mat as well. So I'm going to place my blocks back to the side. And take this time just to focus on your breath. Again, we carry the most ligaments and tendons and bones in our feet. So it's really good to take care of our feet. We use our feet every day to walk. We have a lot of meridians in the feet, pressure points in the into the feet that stimulate our digestive system, our gallbladder, our kidneys, eyesight. So it's really good to take care of the feet. When you wake up in the morning, notice where's the inflammation at. So we carry a lot of inflammation in the hands and the feet. So again, this is really good to bring some circulation back into the feet. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale. We're here for 3 more breaths. Make them count. Try to relax the face, the jaw bones. When you get to your last exhale, slowly plant your hands down on the mat and gently bring the tops of your feet down. Take your time bringing the tops of the feet down. So we're getting into the tops of the ankles. Again, you can stay right here if this is comfortable. If you feel like you can go deeper into the posture, you can place your hands right to the side of the knees. You can kind of recline. Feel my deeper stretch into the tops of the knees. Or if you have some nice range of motion into the tops of the ankles, squeeze the knees together, maybe lift the knees off the mat. If you feel like you can go deeper here, plant your hands on your thighs and keep your chest lifted. Again, go where you feel comfortable, nothing strenuous or forceful. We just want to find a comfortable space where we can breathe into the breath or into our ankles. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. 2 more breaths. You get to your last exhale, slowly bring your knees down, plant your hands right out in front of you, and then gently start to paddle out the feet. Just bringing some blood flow, circulation back into the feet. Nice. And then relax the feet. Bring your knees hip-width distance apart. Bring your right leg back. Extend the right leg. So you should feel that stretch into the calf. Really plant your toes down on the mat. From here, take a deep inhale. Exhale, root that heel back like you're trying to use your heel to kick the back of the wall. Take another inhale. Exhale, send the heel to the back of the room. Really find that length and extension in the right leg. And then bring the right leg back. Extend the left leg. Find that length. Plant the toes down on the mat. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, push that right heel back to the room. Take another inhale. Exhale, push. Nice. Bring the left leg back to meet the right. From here, step the right leg right in between the arms. And start to heel toe this right leg out to the edge of the mat. You're going to bring your right hand to the inside and then maybe drag the left leg back. So we come into this low runner's lunge. Really set yourself up. Make sure your hips are squared. From here, drop the right foot out. So that right knee drops out and your foot comes off the mat. Or your foot just kind of peels up off the mat. From here, place your right hand to the inside of the knee. Make sure you're not dumping weight into the left hand. Really use that left hand to push the floor away from you. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, looking over the right shoulder. Take another inhale. Exhale, turn and twist, looking over the right shoulder. Slowly bring yourself back to center. Plant the foot back down. Whole foot back onto the mat. And from here, this is where you can grab your blocks. So if you need to grab your blocks, you can bring your blocks at a level 1 position. Keeping the chest lifted, shoulders are down and back. Again, we're not dumping into the shoulders. Chest is down, chest is lifted, shoulders are down and back. If you feel like, oh, this is kind of a lot still, then you bring those blocks at a level 2 position. Sit up nice and tall. Again, if this still feels kind of strenuous on your hips, rack your blocks at a level 3 position. Give you more of an uplift. And again, if this is still too much, plant your hand right onto the top of the knee, keep the chest up. And if you don't even have any blocks to start with, just keep your hands right here. Sitting up nice and tall. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Another deep inhale. Exhale. Those of you that feel like you can go deeper into this posture, you plant the blocks right to the back to the top of the mat. Maybe you plant your forearms down and you're here. And once you find this comfortable position where you're at, focus on the breath. Let your breath create the space. Let your breath create more depth in the stretch. Take a deep inhale through the nose. On your exhale, maybe feel your hips sink down a little deeper to the mat. We're here for 5 more breaths. Make them count. When you get to your last exhale, slowly bring yourself back up. Take your time. Heel toe the right foot back to the middle of the mat. So your right hand goes back to the right side of the mat. Inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, sink the hips back. And we bring your right toes up off the mat. Feeling that stretch into the hamstring, into the calf. Inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, bring the hips back. Bring the toes up off the mat. And notice where you need to square the hips off. So right hip back, left hip forward. Inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, sink the hips back. All right, stay right here. And make sure you're not rounding the spine. So from here, lift the chest up, find length in the torso. If you need to bring your hands closer to you, you can. Take a deep inhale, send the chest forward. Exhale, lengthen the torso down. And then drop the head down. Notice if you're holding tension in the shoulders, let the arms and shoulders be relaxed. We're here for 3 breaths. Full inhale. Exhale, maybe feel your chest melt down to the mat a little deeper. Another inhale. Exhale, maybe you can drop your head down a little deeper. Maybe the forehead can touch the chin. Last one. Inhale, bring yourself back up to a lunge position. Bring your right leg back to meet your left. Nice. And then you kind of sway the hips from right to left. So we just got into the right side of the body, getting into the left hip flexor. Let's go into the left. So we're going to place this left leg right in between the hands. And you're going to start to heel toe this left foot to the outside of the mat. This left hand is going to come to the inside. From here, drag the right leg back. Coming into that runner's lunge. Really sink into that, really sink into the hips. From here, you're going to peel this left foot open so the knee drops out. You're going to bring your left hand right on top of your knee, to the inside of the knee. Make sure you're not dumping into the shoulder. So again, really use that right hand to push the floor away from you. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, twist, look over the left shoulder. Take another inhale. Exhale, twist, look over that left shoulder. Last one, full inhale. Exhale, twist, look over that left shoulder. And slowly bring yourself back to center. Plant the foot down. All right. And from here, if you need to, go ahead and grab your blocks. Again, place them at a level 1, 2, 3 position. Maybe bring the right leg back a little deeper, or slide the right leg back. Maybe place your forearms down on the mat. And take this time again just to focus in on the breath. Let your exhales guide you down. So let your exhales guide the hips down to the mat. So we open up the right hip flexor. Notice any tension that you still might be holding into the face, into the shoulders. Full inhale. Slow exhale. As we create space into the hips, we're taking a lot of stress, a lot of tension, a lot of worry out of the body. So wherever you are in this posture, just let go. Keep using your breath to create the space. Full inhale. Slow exhale. We're here for 5 more breaths. When you get to your last exhale, slowly bring yourself back up. Take your time. Start to heel toe that left foot back to the middle of the mat. Your left hand goes to the outside of the mat. From here, take a full inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, sink the hips back, bringing that left hip back and the right hip forward. Lifting the toes up off the mat, again getting that stretch into the calf and the hamstrings. Inhale, lunge forward. Exhale, send the hips back. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale. Exhale. Nice, and hold it here. Again, notice if you're hunching over. Again, find the length in the spine. So pull the chest forward. Shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. If you need to, you can bring your hands closer towards your body. Take a full inhale. And an exhale, drape the torso down to the left leg, dropping your head down. Imagine your forehead can meet the shin. And tapping into the hamstrings. So once we tap into the hamstrings, we start to create this space into the lower back, into our glutes. Take a full inhale. On the exhale, let the torso drape down to the leg. Arms are relaxed. We're here for 3 more breaths. Your last exhale, lunge back into a neutral runner's lunge. And then bring the left leg back to meet the right. And then from here, just sway the hips right to left. Nice, come back into a tabletop position. Plant your toes onto the mat. Then walk your hands up about a few inches up to the top of the mat. And then push yourself into a downward facing dog. You can pedal out the feet right to left. Just opening up the calves and the back of the legs. Really wrap your triceps and push the floor away. Imagine your armpits can look at each other. Bend the knees, bringing your chest to meet your thighs. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, root the heels down, straighten out the legs. Take another inhale. Exhale, root the heels down as best as you can, pushing the floor away. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, send the right leg in between the arms. Plant the left knee down, the top of the left foot down. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, right arm goes back, left arm goes forward. Reaching in opposite directions. Take another inhale here, lift the chest. Exhale, twist, looking over the right shoulder. Nice. From here, use your right hand to grab a hold of your left leg and inhale the left arm up and over the head. So you should feel that stretch over into the left hip. Find the length into the left side of the body. Take a full inhale, gazing up at your left palm. Exhale, reach up and over. Another inhale. Exhale, reach up and over. Nice. Bring the arms back. And bring your right arm to meet your left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift the torso up towards the ceiling. Maybe lunge into the right leg a little deeper. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, left arm goes back, right arm goes forward, reaching in opposite directions. Take another inhale here. Exhale, twist, looking over the left shoulder, reaching in opposite directions. Bring the left arm to meet the right. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, plant the hands down. Step the right leg back. Bring your toes back down on the mat. Inhale, lift the hips up, downward dog. Bend the knees, push the floor away from you. Take an inhale. Exhale, root the heels down, straightening out the legs as best as you can. Inhale, send the left leg up, keep the left hip down to the mat. Exhale, bring the left leg in between the arms, bring the right knee down, the top of the foot down. Inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Exhale, left arm goes back, right arm goes forward, reaching in opposite direction. Shoulders are relaxed. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist. And using that left hand to grab a hold of the right leg. Right hand goes up and over the head. So again, we're getting into that right hip flexion. We're finding the length over to the right side of the body. Take another inhale. Exhale, reach up and over. Maybe lunge into the left leg a little deeper. Another inhale. Exhale, reach up and over. Bring the left arm back. Bring the left arm to meet the right. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, cactus the arms, lift the sternum up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, right arm goes back, left arm goes forward, reach in opposite directions. Inhale. Exhale, reach in opposite directions. Bring the right arm to meet the left. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, plant the hands down and bring the left leg back. Nice, wiggle out the hips, sway it out right to left. From here, bring your toes to touch and bring your knees as wide as the mat or wider than the mat. Sink your hips back into child's pose. Hands come out in front of you. So you can either bring your chin down or you can bring your forehead down to the mat, whatever feels available. If you have your forehead down onto the mat, you can rock your head right to left just to massage the third eye. And coming back to the breath, take a full inhale, expand the rib cage. On your exhale, breathe into the lower back, breathe into your hips. Here for 3 more breaths on your own. When you get to your last exhale, slowly bring yourself back up. Take your time. Nice. And bring your feet right out in front of you. So bring your butt down onto the mat. And bring your feet to the top of the mat. Nice. Bring your arms straight out in front of you. And slowly roll down. Take your time coming down. Nice. From here, bring your right leg right on top of your left knee. Flex your right toes towards you. And then use your right hand to push that right knee away from you to open up the right hip. Maybe you can bring that left heel in a little closer. And if this is enough for you, you can stay right here. So we're getting into the hip flexor, you're getting into the glutes and the piriformis. If you feel like you can go deeper into the posture, interlace your fingers right behind your left leg. Take a full inhale, lift the leg up. And exhale, gently pull the left knee into the chest. So keep flexing your toes so you can protect your knee joints. And then use your right arm to push the right knee away from you, opening up the right hip flexion. Take another inhale here. Exhale. One more inhale. Exhale. Last one, full inhale. Exhale. Slowly bring the left leg down. Bringing the right leg off of the left. Let the feet touch, so bring your feet together and just let your knees just display out. So opening up the hips. Notice how it feels as the hips are open, as we just worked on our hip flexors. Notice if you create a little bit more space. Take this time to breathe into the hips. With every exhale, maybe feel your knees get closer down to the mat. Just let the body relax. We're here for 3 more breaths. Make them count. When you get to your last exhale, bring your hands to either side of the legs and slowly bring your knees back together. And then heel toe the feet hip width distance apart. Bring your left leg on top of your right knee. Flex your left toes away from you so you can protect the left knee joint. Again, you can bring that right heel closer to your right butt cheek, using that left hand to push that left knee away from you to open up the hip. You can stay here if this is enough. If you feel like you can go deeper, interlace the hands right behind the right leg. Take a full inhale. Exhale, gently bring the right knee into the chest, opening up the left glute, piriformis, lower back. Using that left elbow to push the left knee away from you to open up the left hip. Take another inhale here. Exhale, gently push the knee into the chest. Take your time, nothing forceful. You want to let your exhales create the space. Take another inhale. Exhale. Last one, full inhale. Exhale, pull in. And slowly bring the right leg down. Slowly bring the left leg down. Nice. From here, bend the knees. Bring your hands right on top of your kneecaps. Bring your knees and heels together. And start to make some circles up to the ceiling. So bring the right hip down to the mat. Bring your knees to your chest. Drop the left hip down to the mat. Bring the tailbone down to the mat. And start to do these nice rotations on your own. Just massaging the lower back. Take your time going the opposite direction. Again, still linking breath with movement. Stay fully conscious of the breath. Full inhales. Full exhales. Nice. So when you're ready, come stop in the center. Open up the knees, bring your hands inside your legs, inside the legs, and then grab a hold to the edges of the foot, the outer edges of the foot, and then bring your legs up to the ceiling, or your feet up to the ceiling, coming into happy baby. Shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. Slightly root the tailbone down. If it's available to you, you can gently straighten out the right leg, opening up the hamstring. And bringing back the right leg and gently straighten out the left if that's available to you. And bringing the left leg back. And then maybe you gently rock right to left like a little happy baby. Just massaging out the lower back, opening up the hips. And come stop in the center. And then really focus on your breath to create more depth. Take a full inhale. On your exhale, let the knees drop down to the side of the mat. Let your hands be like anchors. So again, we're not pushing down onto the feet, but we're just letting our hands be like dead weight. So you're gently pressing your feet into your hands and your hands into your feet simultaneously. Take a full inhale. Slow exhale, maybe root the tailbone down a little deeper to the mat. Slowly release, bring the knees back to the chest, plant the legs down onto the mat, cross your right leg over your left leg, bring your knees into your chest, and then drop the knees over to the left, coming into a supine twist. Right hand comes out, and maybe if it's available to you, turning your chin over to the right shoulder. Left hand goes right on top of the right leg. And again, notice where you're breathing. So in this posture, in our supine twist, your inhales, you're expanding your right rib cage, exhaling down into the lower back. If your right arm is kind of dangling up in the air, just let your exhales find more depth, creating more space. Again, in this yin practice, the body is more passive, and the action in these postures is our breath. So let that breath create the space. Full inhale. Exhale, find areas to relax. Another full inhale. Exhale. Here for 3 more breaths on your own. When you get to your last exhale, let your head come back up to center. Take another exhale and bring your legs back up to center. Plant your legs back down, bring your right leg off of your left. Bring your left leg right on top of your right leg, crossing the leg over, like you're sitting into a chair, crossing the legs over. Bring the knees into the chest, hug the knees into the chest, and then drop the knees over to the right, looking over the left shoulder. So we're massaging our digestive system, we're wringing out the digestive system. And if it's available to you, again, placing that right hand onto the left leg, looking over the left shoulder. Notice this side might feel more tense or might feel more open. Take a deep inhale. Breathe into that left rib cage. Exhale, let the left shoulder melt down to the mat. Here for 3 more breaths. Make them count. And your last exhale, inhale the head back up to center. Exhale, bring both legs back up to center. And plant the right leg down. Bring the left leg off of the right. Bring your hands down to the side of you. And then bring your heels to meet your fingertips. Slightly bring your chin down to your chest. Going into a bridge pose from here. Root the heels down. Inhale, lift the hips up. So we're not clenching the glutes. Let the glutes relax. Let the legs do most of the work. So really root the heels down as you lift the hips up. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, hold. Another inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, hold. And slowly start to bring your back down. Let your tailbone be the last to touch the mat. Take your time. Start to heel toe the feet out to the out edges of the mat, and then knock your knees in just to release the lower back. Notice how that feels. Full inhale. And slow exhale. From here, slowly start to heel toe the feet back, hip width distance apart. And bring the knees into the chest. Wrap your arms around to the elbows. If you can't grab your elbows, grab on towards your forearms or your wrist. Try to squeeze the knees together as best as you can. Bring your forehead to meet your knees. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, bring the forehead closer to the knees. Bring yourself into this nice, rounded, juicy ball. Giving yourself a first hug of the day, maybe. Take another inhale here. Exhale, forehead to meet the knees. Last one, full inhale. Exhale, bring both legs down, arms down to the side of you in Savasana. You can let your legs be as wide as the mat. You can bring your arms out wide. Imagine you're like a starfish just lying down. Being fully present with the breath. Full inhale. And slow exhale. Just being thankful to be able to move your limbs. Being thankful for your lungs, being thankful for the heartbeat. From here, you can start to wiggle your toes and your fingers, bring some awareness back into your body. Bring your knees back to your chest and drop your knees over to the right, bringing yourself into a fetal position. The right arm can come right underneath the head like a pillow. Bringing the knees into the chest. And using this left hand to push yourself up and back into a seated position, maybe keeping the eyes closed. Crossing the legs, sitting up nice and tall. Shoulders are relaxed away from the ears. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, bringing the hands down into Namaskar towards the midline of your chest. And then bowing down towards yourself, honoring your health, honoring your wellness. Thank you for letting me guide you into this practice. Namaste.